you know, because we're gonna have millions of people watching this.
Thousands of hang on.
Loyal fans.
Loyal. The Spotify warriors.
Yeah, bro. The 3 people that watch
it's
it.
the TikTok you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, we got one TikTok that got like 50k views.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we get
we are
cancelled.
dick riding on that, bro.
Welcome to BUP 23.
Is it
Oh
23?
yeah.
Yeah. We got a special guest today.
We do.
Thank you for coming on, guys.
No worries, it's a pleasure. Pleasure to be invited.
It's the big day today. It's we're recording this on results day. Just act like you guys haven't opened your results.
Yeah, no, waiting here.
4 a.m. unboxing, A-level unboxing. So yeah, we thought me and Yannick haven't actually opened ours.
No.
This will be good. This
And
will be
content
so,
is king.
yeah,
through the roof right now. TikTok engagement.
So do you want to should we go straight in?
Yeah.
Wait, can we have a look at them first?
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Lad, I don't have to see.
Yeah. The content.
Little reaction.
Right.
I love Louise.
Before we do it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, what?
Predictions,
Yeah.
pre-match predictions.
You in maths.
You
right?
in maths.
C in psychology, C in physics.
Right.
That's my
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
What are you saying?
What are you saying, Louis?
I reckon B in French and PE.
Yeah.
Biology maybe a D.
Nice.
Realistic.
I'm going bold. You've got an A in French, I'm saying.
I'm trying to be
I reckon
realistic.
you'll get at least one A.
Yeah, it's A in French.
I actually don't want to look.
Yeah.
We'll do it one at a time. You go. Do you want to go first?
Whereabouts are the results?
I've been in a
Make sure you
cage
don't
and this
see
is way scarier.
I'm saying, I was more nervous coming on here.
Yeah.
I was getting me results this morning.
Keep
A
that
bit
on my
worried.
Oh, don't fucking make that face.
That's not looking good, bruv.
What's he got? What's he got?
Physical education, A.
Beast?
Okay.
French, A.
Beast?
Nice. Okay.
And I don't know where the fuck the other ones are.
What else did you do?
Biology.
Biology.
Oh, it's all different things.
Yeah. You've got,
No.
it says, for energy and homeostasis, an A.
Isn't it like an overall?
Yeah,
Hey.
There's no overall.
It doesn't say an overall.
Oh shit.
Have a look.
Maybe you didn't get a biology grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
You just failed.
Fail.
You failed biology.
Lad, they're actually.
Hey, you got
Yeah, it
2
doesn't
A's.
say.
Though.
I knew you get.
Yeah, you
did
didn't.
well.
You didn't do biology. Well done, bro. Matt,
All right.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do this.
You don't want me to?
Just lie for the camera.
okay.
Yeah, whisper it. Just.
Ah, this is bad.
You have to hold your hand while we go through.
Yeah, please stroke
Wait,
my hair.
what was your prediction?
So my predictions are you in maths, C in psychology, C in physics.
You're close.
You're actually, you're actually
You're close, but
very
you're off.
close.
Okay, go on.
Psychology.
Yeah.
C.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that the one when your teacher was?
Yeah, it was like good luck.
The bitch.
Yeah.
Maths. They say a U.
Yeah.
D.
Hey!
Physics.
Yeah.
We said a C.
Yeah.
Got a C, mate. Well
Oh,
done.
okay.
Congratulations.
Alright. CDC. Well, don't worry, boys.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
open yours.
I don't. We don't talk about that.
It's all right. It's all right.
What's your plans now? Having seen your results, what's the?
Yeah,
What's
this
the
is
next step?
Absolutely slithering.
I think he was talking about life. Like,
yeah. Long
big
term,
picture,
long term, yeah.
Nah, he's
Still getting absolutely.
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that strawberry down.
Buzzes and
No, I
fucking
don't
bottle.
know. Uni's always an option. I think, like
Mhm.
maybe next year. Obviously this year, I don't
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
apply
yeah.
now, but I've done okay to get into uni, but there's nothing I'd really want to do. So probably just like an apprenticeship, something like that.
Fair.
And what you want to do?
I'm
is pretty
just
good.
travelling and working
Where do you want to go?
everywhere. Whole of Europe. I want to do
Mm.
whole of Asia.
Mm.
Thailand, Bali.
Mhm.
I'm going Australia over Christmas. See me some
Oh,
steps.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Buzzing.
Do you want to get that map as well? You know, where you can like
Yeah.
Scratch
that-
off map.
That's pretty
Scratch
cool.
off.
I
Yeah.
Oh,
think.
can you get one of them?
Yeah, you
Oh,
need to
really?
get one.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
I've never seen one of them.
Keep track of where I've been.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. What, Yannick?
Well, see, because I got the highest A-level results ever
Yeah.
recorded, I'm probably going to get some
Yeah.
award.
Have a look at it.
Fucking it was me, Joe Elliott, Kieran standing outside the school before, and then the teacher came up to us and was like, "Oh, do you want to get a photo for the social media?" And I said to him like, "Oh yeah, don't smile." And then we just looked at the camera like,
Nice. You'll still probably get posted. Alan's Instagram posts absolutely anything. Posted me cheating on the maths, not the maths exam, but the maths. You know, like the maths challenge that they did.
Yeah.
You can see me. I'm the first person in frame, and you can just see my calculator out next to me. Yeah.
You see, what Ollie Cheal got?
Who's
3 stars.
He got 4 A stars.
Beast.
Who's that?
Ollie Cheal.
That's
4 A
deserved.
stars.
Yeah.
Is he going
4
like
A stars.
Oxford or somewhere like that?
Who's that?
I
Most
don't think
likely.
he got into Cambridge. I think,
Shouldn't laugh, shouldn't
Yeah.
laugh.
I think he's going to Durham.
Sorry, Ollie Cheal.
Yeah, big up Ollie Cheal. Well done,
Yeah,
bro.
well done, mate. Well
Yeah.
done.
He
Yeah.
deserves it. To be fair, it's not CDC, but you know he can do better next
That was
time.
good of you, Yannick.
It's not for everyone. This ain't level.
I said to Jared before, if you didn't get what you want in your A levels, you didn't get into your uni, just remember there's always hostlers university.
Started on Andrew Tate.
Become the top G.
God
Oh
damn.
no.
That's what I aspire to do.
Yeah.
Become
It
the next
started,
Andrew
it
Tate.
started. Haven't you already talked about him?
About 8 fucking times. Yeah.
Andrew
Every
Tate
time-
running the views on
Yeah.
That's all I could talk about. It was just Andrew Tate. That's all I know what to talk about.
Well, you know, I did pay £50 for Hostels
you
University, so I have fuck no. Gee, bruh, I suppose this is technically supporting him because we're talking about him, but I will never support that man
No,
in
yeah.
like a monetary value way.
I mean,
I will.
like a serious manner, like he, like, right. I'm not
He's
saying
a
it's
nice
not getting
bloke.
cancelled. Yeah, top fella. No, he's not. He's not. For the record,
fuck that dude.
Yannick's not impressed.
Nah, I reckon I could bang out Andrew Tate easy. You know, I've had one.
To be
MMA
fair, I
fight.
would like to see Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul.
That would be funny.
I would
Seen
watch that.
KSI is fighting 2 fucking people in the same night.
What?
What?
You not seen-
What?
Have you
No,
not
he-
seen it?
no way.
No.
He's fighting Swarms and some like Bulgarian pro boxer in the same
When's
night.
this come about? I thought it was just Swarms.
You know, because that Wasabi dropped it, didn't he?
No.
Yeah, I thought it was
And
Swarms,
he-
the replacement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Swarms was, but then because he wanted to like big up Jake Paul, he's also fighting a pro boxer.
fucking
Oh, I
Yeah.
seen it on his Twitter or something. It said I'm gonna do something in boxing that's never been done.
And
or
the
something.
guy's a pro boxer. He's got like loads of losses, a couple wins, but he's just a mad head. The amount of times he's been like knocked out and got up like.
Damn. That's cool.
That's actually
Fucking hell.
close.
Yeah,
When's
we,
that happening? Do we know?
27th of August.
we got a big weekend of
shit.
fights this weekend.
Oh,
we
bro.
got
this is a
Usyk
good
and
weekend.
Joshua, and then we got UFC
Oh, I can't wait for
280.
Who do you think's gonna win that one?
Usyk.
I think Usyk will
I
win.
think he's good.
The only way Joshua's gonna win is if he just goes for knockout because he can't outbox Usyk.
Yeah, I think like you can't intimidate Usyk. He's had over like 300 amateur fights. I think he's won 2 gold medals.
I am.
And then you just come.
I feel very feel.
I really feel.
I don't feel.
And he's just coming out of fighting in Ukraine in a war.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna give a fuck what Anthony Joshua
Yeah,
does.
literally.
No.
Like Anthony Joshua could have gone to like 300 pounds, done like
Yeah.
steroids, you know, the whole Drago thing, but he wouldn't give a fuck. He'd still get in there and fight him.
Yeah.
He is the
Like-
bookie's favourite as well. Usyk.
I'm not
He's gonna-
surprised.
I think he's gonna run. For
He
it.
has bulked up as well,
Has
which
he,
is
right?
interesting. And Anthony Joshua's got a new trainer who like is very good at teaching like a Mexican aggressive style. So I'm quite interested to see.
After he lost to Ruiz.
Yeah. If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm interested to see. I'm glad it's not like in America, because you don't have to wake up at like 4. It's in
Yeah.
Saudi.
Oh.
They would have put up like
Yeah.
billions just to like host that
Yeah.
fight.
Wait,
'cause
so
they've
what
got, they've-
time's the fight in the UK?
it's like 11.
Oh,
Damn.
I think it's
Which is
all
perfect.
it's all going that way now, isn't it? Like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi's
Where
just
all the
gonna like
money
buy the
is.
rights
Yeah,
for
yeah.
everything.
Football as well. You got the World Cup and
yeah.
Is the World Cup
Literally.
going there?
yeah, it's
Qatar
in
and-
Qatar. Yeah,
yeah.
it's all that sort of.
The thing is, no one can outbid them
No, exactly. Yeah.
No.
because there's people there who are probably richer than like Elon Musk. Like you've never
Yeah,
heard
you
about
won't know.
before with all like that
Yeah.
oil fields and shit.
Yeah.
They've just got like it's stupid money.
Got
It's just
banged.
pissed
Yeah.
to
You
them.
can-
They wipe their ass with
You
money.
can see it with like football now, like Newcastle. People like that, it's just getting bought by Saudi
yeah,
owners,
yeah,
and
yeah.
fans are literally like begging
Uh-huh.
for like Saudi owners to come in because
Yeah.
they'll just spend money like that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Buy all the best players, like Neymar to Newcastle next year. Get him on that contract.
You're the UFC expert. What's your?
I am the UFC expert.
Who is it again this
Leon Usman.
weekend? Okay, yeah.
I reckon I want Leon to win, but I think Usman wins.
It'd be good to see the belt come to the UK.
It would
That'd be
be
sick.
it would be nice. And also Usman pisses me off. He's a sick fighter, but he tries so hard to
Right,
be cool.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
come on, bro. It would be satisfying to see him get banged out. But then who else is fighting on that card? Is
that the one with Peter Yan, or is it the next one?
No, I think that's either next one or two across. Let me.
Usman's also like roided up to fuck.
Oh yeah, bro. Big. Well, they all
Have you
are.
seen his brother as well?
Oh,
his
bro.
brother every weekend.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No.
His
Brother,
is
show a picture of
is
his
it
brother.
is it Mohammed Usyk?
Yeah, it's Mohammed Usman.
Is he fucking massive?
Bro, yeah, he's a heavyweight. He just won Dana White's Contender Series, and he's.
There's got to be something
Oh, no,
going
was
on
it the Ultimate Fighter. There's Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
in UFC though. If they're all allowed to like.
Well, they're not allowed, but the thing is,
Not allowed,
The,
but, like,
the
get
thing
away
about
with it.
steroid tests is it's like an intelligence test more than a steroid test.
Right.
It's like, you got a picture of him?
Yeah.
Is that his brother or is that?
Yeah, this is his brother.
Is he fighting? Is he fighting this weekend or not?
No,
He
he's
just
just fought. He's just
Yeah,
won
yeah.
the Ultimate Fighter competition. And now
Oh, he
he's
won,
got
did he?
UFC
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah.
Really?
The thing with like steroid testing, it's just like who can evade the testing, who can like make a new
Right.
drug that can't get detected,
Yeah.
who can stay ahead of the testing labs.
Yeah.
So it is just an intelligence test. Who's like the smartest?
Not John Jones.
No.
Yeah, you just give a fuck. Dana White, like, isn't he awesome? You know, like the
He pays them peanuts. And
Yeah,
reels in
yeah.
all.
He
the
literally,
real
but
money.
he still let him fight when he tested positive.
Yeah. Who's the goat then, Yannick? I know you're into your.
GSP.
You guys
think
are into.
GSP.
I would say, like, John Jones objectively, skill wise, is the GOAT, but
Mhm.
he's a cunt.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
let's say now, like not looking at their personal lives,
Yeah.
like all the stuff.
He's
that,
got a pretty messy personal life.
Nate Diaz is my goat.
Ned is cool,
He's a
I like
fucking
Nate Diaz.
beast.
I don't think he can be overlooked. I think he's pretty cool.
but he's about to be actually murdered. By a cunt.
Yeah. He's going in there
Like
with
he's
you.
not leaving
Yeah, but
that
he'll still
octagon.
walk up like I own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smoking a
West Side
joint.
smoking a
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah, like, come on.
I think anyone who tests positive is immediately out of the GOAT conversation
Yeah, agreed,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah,
because it's like
that's fair.
anything of any of their skills isn't technically their skills because they're enhanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you can't really.
Like
if they were off
artificially,
steroids, would they be at that good? No.
Yeah,
yeah. That was the whole thing, wasn't it? We've seen John Jones come in looking like not skinny, but there's such a like transparent difference between pre USADA.
Yeah,
like,
you see a big difference when the UFC properly introduced like steroid testing. You see everyone going from like absolute brick shit house, like flabby and all fat and shit.
He does have the build though. I've seen it on like Joe Rogan ages ago. Like John Jones has like the perfect
Build
build
for
for
fighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
Like he literally is like designed to, like to fight. It's mad.
Yeah.
You're talking
I
about Yoel Romero like that as well. Like he is like a superhuman. Like,
Yeah.
as something stupid. Like he has the strongest eye muscles some doctor had ever
Fucking
seen before.
hell.
Like he's yeah.
Yeah, when Rob Whittaker fought him, he said that he broke his hand and I think it was one of his feet just by like punching his face and kicking him in the face.
Yeah.
Because his trap's like so big,
Yeah,
like his
yeah.
head can't move. Like to turn it to look, he has to go like this to look about. So when you hit him, his head just goes.
He's just not phased.
So you can't do any damage to him.
It's like that Francis guy as well. Is it
Francis
Ngannou?
Ngannou.
Yeah,
How much
Ngannou.
money would it have to like?
To fight him
Yeah.
in like full MMA.
Yeah.
100 gajillion pounds.
Yeah.
All of the oil money in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. It's like I'm getting knocked out in one hit. There's no point even trying.
Just
You
get
might
possibly
get
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear his punches like getting hit by a Ford
Ford Escort
Escort.
going
Yeah.
top speed. Or
That's
it's
mad.
like stronger than a hedgehammer being swung overhead at full force. And he's got two of them. You know what I mean?
And he's got that's not his legs.
Yeah, he can kick as well.
Wasn't he in like some African gold mine?
That's
Keep talking.
shoveling sand. He was in like the cobalt mines as a kid,
Right.
and then he immigrated over here, and now he's king of the fucking
Yeah,
world.
freak of nature.
Yeah, he always says that he got his strength from like he having to shovel sand. He says that's what gave him his strength. Do you reckon he's on roids?
I don't
No,
know.
he's just been in the gold mine. He doesn't need
You see a
roids.
lot of like people in those sort of countries. They're just naturally like built.
Yeah.
They just sort of, their genetics are like insane. And then once you put them on like a proper training program, someone with those genetics is just gonna explode.
Yeah.
They may be on steroids, but it's hard to tell because of the whole like genetic. You need to get more plates, more dates on that.
Yeah.
Natty or not.
That's for next episode.
I don't think you could have a competitive advantage. Not even a competitive advantage. Like a chance at properly competing in the UFC at this point, being top 15 or whatever without being on roids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of once you get past like that stage, then you've got to sort of take them to
be the best
be
of the best.
Because if everyone else is doing it, you've got no chance. If you're trying to do it naturally, like you've got no chance.
Unless
of
you're
winning.
Khabib, and you're just an absolute beast.
Yeah, Khabib, his whole life was training.
Yeah,
just wrestling
bears.
Yeah.
Mountain man.
No, it's fucked up. There's the wrestling trainer Aaron Wilkinson. He's trained with like the Dagestanis, and he's trained with like DC and shit. I remember him saying he was having a conversation with them, and they were so confused when they came over because they were like, "What? Like you don't have kids just fighting in the street? Like their whole world is fighting." Because they got nothing else to do, you know what I mean?
Just scrap. You're bored, mate. Yeah, you want to scrap?
Yeah,
then.
that is.
Go find some bears.
Yeah,
It's not
nothing.
too much different from Mould, I can't lie.
Oh.
Caleb and Dan.
We
Running
can't-
round.
Hey, name dropping.
Yeah.
Name
Cut his
dropping,
names out.
legal trouble. Guilty by association.
So just going back to the steroids thing, that's the whole like Lance Armstrong thing. Like his
Oh.
argument when he got caught, he like came out and said, "Oh yeah, like I was on steroids," but like everybody else in like the Tour de France is on steroids.
Oh, they've all got asthma.
Yeah, they've all
My dad was
all like
saying
their
this.
doctor's
Yeah.
notes. They all need
Damn.
inhalers and
Yeah.
steroids to be able to go.
Before starting, they'll go.
Yeah.
Just opens all your lungs up and then you just win.
Damn.
Yeah.
But he obviously took it to the next level.
But the thing is that's if everyone's on it, it does level the playing field, just raises
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah.
Just
But
raises
it
the
shouldn't
standard.
get to that point though, should it? Really?
Yeah, you have to do it if you want to have
Yeah.
a chance of
Yeah, if you
winning.
wanna
'Cause
win,
it does
then-
reduce the sort of like
Get
the authenticity of the
needle
sport,
out.
doesn't it?
Mm. But to be fair, at the same time, it's like I am a big believer that I think the Olympics should allow steroids because you are seeing how far the human body can go. You're setting world records and all
Yeah.
this shit. Like, how real is a world record if someone on the steroids could beat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I think when it comes to fighting, no, because you like
Someone's health on the
yeah,
line.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
literally
you
like beating
put
the shit out of
someone
each
But if
other.
it's fucking like javelin, like I don't give a fuck.
I put like
To
a
be
million
fair,
meters.
Yeah.
It would be sick to have like a division in like boxing or UFC where you can say, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Just set like the round limits like unlimited just till someone gets knocked out, or just let people go in and scrap.
That is
That's what they did in the
gladiatorial
olden days.
combat.
There wasn't like a round limit. You would just go
Yeah.
until someone either died or got knocked out,
Yeah.
or just quit.
There's a Valetudo round where it's 30 minutes. It's a 1 round fight, but it's 30 minutes, and that's unbelievable. Like the cardio to be able to just do that.
The thing is, especially the fighters back in the day, they'd fight like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Just go for like 20 rounds.
there was cage fighting down in. Do you know I've just been Boardmasters in Cornwall?
Yeah, yeah.
They were setting up cage.
no.
fights.
Between
way.
the camps.
Yeah.
I seen this.
So, like,
oh,
what?
it's mad.
That's
So there was like
sick.
there was like a massive war between these two camps right next to the arena. It was Jaws and Pipeline, and between the two camps, they sit. You know, like the fences they use to
Yeah.
like filter in the festival.
The metal one.
Yeah.
They made a cage, and two people from each, like one person from each camp, would have just a full-on wrestling match in the
Damn,
cage.
That's pretty
And
sick.
it was all over TikTok. and
Yeah. Did
everything.
it not
was
get
sick.
raided? Didn't one of the camps
one
get
of the-
raided?
Yeah,
or
there
something?
was on the last night at like 4 a.m. The Jaws basically Pipeline took down Jaws' sign.
Mm-hmm.
So in the middle of the night, everyone from George raided the Pipeline camp, and in the morning there was just no tents. They were all gone. Like everyone was fucking gone.
Oh my god.
Like, it was
Ted's
bad.
getting
Were
napped
you,
in
were
the
you
night with
involved
you
in
in
like
it.
that? Were you,
Well,
or were you in a different
I
camp?
threw a couple bottles here. And there.
He's just incriminated himself.
I got that, but we left like as soon as possible because we wanted to just beat the traffic, so we didn't see it
Yeah,
all
yeah.
luckily. But mate, it was
Yeah, left
heavy.
as soon as possible. as soon as you raided a couple tents,
Yeah.
dipped.
That is sick though. Fucking hell.
Like there was full on cage, and they had like they did like heavyweight fights and stuff as well. So they weren't just like
try and
mix and
fight
matching
Yeah.
people.
Like bare knuckle scraps.
No, they weren't throwing punches.
Oh,
it was
just wrestling.
Like, it was
Pussies.
just wrestling, but they were like picking each other up and
Slamming.
lobbing each other.
That's
on the
cool.
floor.
That's pretty
It was
sick, though.
That is sick.
What was
Damn.
like because you guys went Rolling Loud.
Oh,
How was Rolling Loud?
mate.
it was like I'm happy. Like you know, everyone goes on like a lads.
So just hold the mic a little
Oh,
bit.
sorry,
closer.
like
Yeah,
a
nice.
lads holiday.
Yeah.
I'm glad we sort of incorporated that because it kind of split the week up a bit, didn't it?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
rolling, like it suited us to a T. I was speaking to you about it in French, wasn't
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Like the music suited
The
us to a
tunes,
T.
yeah. they
So
were
it was
perfect.
good as well. like that's the good thing about festivals. Obviously, you get to see everyone that you want to see. Like Travis Scott, you just see Travis Scott, or you go to one person. But no, yeah, Travis was it was unreal. But at the start, his DJ just came on. Like there was obviously opening acts and stuff, but his DJ came on to announce him, and I wasn't touching the floor for about 10 seconds. I'm not even joking.
Shit.
I was with like 4 other lads. Like we got split up even before he came on. That's how you know. And then there was people just getting crushed. I seeing some girl get like her head stabbed, like she fell over, and someone just like and obviously like an accident sort of thing. And then there was people passing out. Yeah, no, there was people passing out.
Valid point.
Before it started.
But it's like insensitive. People actually died.
No, yeah, but like the controversy around him is massive at the minute because obviously what happened at Astroworld, and then I think it's his first live event since that. So we did 2 shows in London, one Saturday, one Sunday. We didn't get tickets for Saturday, but we got so lucky with the Sunday. One of the lads was just on the website. Like we weren't even looking to try and get them. But it's his first one, so there was obviously like a lot of news around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was unreal. If you can ever go and see someone, and if you enjoy his music,
what was like the party scene in general in like Portugal? Like not like
apart
from like Rolling Loud as well. Like just like the clubs and everything. Yeah.
It was good. It was just full of like light skins who would just like if you wanted to talk to a girl, not a chance. You'd have to like 6'7" like light skin with like a bottle of liquor, and he'd just walk up to them and be like, yo, and you'd be like, ah, shit.
Yeah, for the ones that were trying to pull, for the record, like, yeah.
If you went into any of the bars or clubs and stuff, it's just...
Do you know what? One thing as well, from that point, from obviously Portugal, it was expensive. I thought it was going to be cheap.
Portugal's not a cheap.
But my dad was saying as soon as we got, he was like, "Oh, it's expensive, by the way." And I had been before, like a few years with my dad. Obviously not to like the Strip and stuff like that. But it was like in one of the bars, like the night, one of the nightclubs, like the nice one. I ordered like a double vodka Red Bull, and I know as soon as you say Red Bull, like it gets expensive. But like I had a travel card, it was like €12. I was like, cheaper going out in Chester.
It was expensive.
Spent more money on nights out there than I think we did.
Yeah, and thing is, because obviously Matt, Jared, and Sam didn't stay as long most nights because obviously they got birds. Me, Cass, and that were just like on the prowl. We were spending a lot of like too much money.
How much reckon you spent?
Yeah, overall.
Like £80 a night. Like it was bad.
Shit.
Like
that's
it was
but
it's like
too bad.
But like for the amount of drinks you got, it was not worth it at all.
We did say it was cheaper to go out in like Chester. Just go where.
Just go where. Boardmasters.
Yeah, this is the
heavyweight
Boardmasters
division.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're actually scrapping. I just typed it in. But
I think this is one of the worst ones. There's one where there's like this massive dude versus a skinny kid, and he just gets picked up.
Oh, they're actually gonna go for it as well.
Damn.
But where is like whatever you call it? Yeah.
Security weren't arsed. They were loving it.
Damn.
You should have seen it. When the war was going on, they were all doing like speeches and stuff before they all started like running at each other, and all the security were like, "Come on!" Like, what?
It did look really good though. Like I seen Kings of Leon on your Insta.
Was amazing.
Yeah, who did you see?
The main ones was Declan McKenna, Kings of Leon, Bastille, the Wombats, like Joel Corey.
Disclosure there as well.
Disclosure was good.
Yeah,
they're good live.
Disclosure was very good.
I've not seen them.
Damn,
that's sick.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, this is. I don't know what I'm showing. I didn't even go, but they're like throwing stuff over like the hedges and stuff.
It was a
like
full-on
chairs
war.
and tents and bottles.
Luckily,
and stuff.
I camped in like the furthest camp away, like the chillest one.
Yeah,
because we actually wanted to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Because it was boiling.
Yeah.
Mate, every morning it just kept getting worse and worse when we were walking past. Like those tents ripped open and everything. Like it was bad.
Wow.
Are you guys doing like Leeds or anything?
No,
I'm not. I couldn't get it off work, but
same.
I don't know. Are you going?
No. The lineup for Leeds did not.
Yeah, like the years before, like people I've known that have gone like Post Malone and stuff like that. Like,
last year was really good.
Yeah, I would go, but it's obviously it's a bit gone down.
Yeah, I went on I think it was the Saturday or Friday. I went with Joe. Have you seen like Stormzy, loads of like house DJs, and it was just fucking sick.
Yeah.
It was so
The
good.
lineup for
I wanna,
DJs and stuff is pretty still good, but
I want to go to either Boomtown or
That'll look good this
Tomorrowland
year.
next.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
There's a winter one as well, where you ski and then you go to a festival as well.
That's sick.
But it's looking a bit pricey.
Is it in the UK, Boomtown?
I think so. Yeah.
Tomorrowland, is that in America?
No, Tomorrowland is like Belgium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it'd be good in Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the house and like tech scene,
yeah,
techno scene,
I
and
think
like
Tomorrowland.
Europe, really good.
Because that Boomtown did look sick. It's just the only thing is it's all kind of the same music.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
Yeah, a bit of
there's
variety. That's
yeah.
what like
Yeah.
that's what's good about Leeds and stuff. That there's something for everyone, I would say.
That's other the festival in France. It was literally just like there was some really good DJs, but they really liked their electronic music, so it was just like.
Yeah, it's in Flanders
listening to
in
sound.
Belgium.
Yeah, yeah. There was one guy. He was called like. There was two like DJs in like together, and he was called like Art Bat. And they must have been on drugs or something. Because one guy playing this like some really like shit music, but he must have thought he was like a god or something because he was there like.
Oh no.
Just having an experience.
yeah.
No,
Our
there
body
was something
experience.
like that in Boardmasters. Like there was this whole other section. I don't know what it was called, but it was just full of like all the cat heads.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
listening to mad tunes. And there was this thing we queued up for. You had to crawl through a tunnel to get into this like secret rave. You got in there. The tunes, the guy in there was like off his nuts, sweating, his hands in the air. Everyone's there just like banging on the fence. You're like, gotta get out of here. This is
Warzone.
mad. Yeah, this is mad.
Have you guys seen on TikTok? There's this thing about like code 001 0110.
No, I haven't seen that.
Have you not seen that?
No.
What's that about?
Are you like taking? Have you actually
No,
seen it?
honestly.
No.
I keep seeing it. I don't know if anyone else has seen this. It must just be me.
001.
Yeah. It's like obviously it's just fucking TikTok, but it's kind of weird. I wanted to know if you guys have seen it. It's about like just some like it was like some trippy video, and it's like code 001 0110. It's like you're going to escape the Matrix soon. It's like what?
Maybe we're not ready to escape the Matrix.
Yeah, you guys obviously
It's
are.
a sign
like,
for you.
You haven't been chosen. I'll show you now.
The only thing on my For You page is just Sasquatch sightings.
The
yeah.
depressing slideshows.
Warning for August 27th. The code is.
What?
But this is like I'm only seeing on my For You page.
Prove it. Let's go on your For You. See all
Well,
the
not
egos.
only.
What's it saying? That you're gonna escape the Matrix?
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently.
you're
August
going to be
27th.
awakened.
27. You got 9 days.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Rapture.
The Boogie Man.
It probably took a
just
while to
comes
come
in.
up. But another one.
What's your Sasquatch sighting?
Yeah. No, but they're proper good.
Yeah,
just-
why you were chosen. But there's loads of people like,
That
oh my
comes up
gosh,
when
I've been
you're-
seeing signs everywhere. Like I'm seeing like angel numbers
That's
everywhere,
scary. That is
Damn.
scary.
which is kind of. I thought like. I said to myself like I'm gonna ask this, and if they haven't seen it, then obviously I've been chosen.
Yeah.
You have been chosen.
Mate, if I
It's game
saw
over.
that and I was in bed, I'd shit myself. Like, what? Who's watching me?
Yeah, one of the things said like some portal's gonna open,
Oh,
and
damn.
you gotta have the code ready.
What?
To
Are there any,
escape.
like hashtags on the like the
I think
description?
I think it's just like hashtag then 001 0110.
I'm gonna have to remember that code.
Yeah,
so I can
don't
jump
forget
on.
it.
Yeah.
As soon as you get it, as soon as you type in.
So August 27th, I probably just like find me in my room dead, my like dead body. I've like elevated
Doesn't
from
wake
it.
up.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the BUP, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
Yannick solo show.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's a bit
It's quite,
scary. That's a bit
especially
weird.
because you talked quite a bit about like escape the Matrix, and then it's like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
happens for a
But it's also like it's
Yeah.
a fucking TikTok video.
trend,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it'll go. It's like the whole like
Probably some,
2012 Doomsday. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, the world's gonna end. There's like people like going through like rituals, like praying and shit, and then
Like
once the time came, it was just like,
nothing
And
else.
it's like the Area 51 raid.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone was egging it on online.
No
Like,
one's
three
gonna
people
realistically
turned
go and
up.
start fucking running into Area
yeah.
You
51.
would have got shot.
Just
straight
immediately.
down.
Do you
No
reckon?
doubt.
Right, do you reckon there's anything in there like of interest?
I reckon.
All the there's like, so you've got Area 51, and then you've got like a base over here called S4,
Right.
and that's where all the interesting shit is.
Right.
Like, there's a whistleblower called Bob Lazar who talked about gravity repulsion systems in ships and shit, and like shit that he's like never couldn't explain, all sorts of different stuff. And he used to, when they'd like test the like spacecrafts, I guess, he used to bring his friends out because there was a place where you could go see, and like each week at the exact time he'd be like, go here, do this, and they'd see them. When he was on TV, they were calling him like saying he was lying
Like
and
bonkers,
shit. And slowly, as more shit's come out, he's just been proven right again.
Is he still alive? He's still knocking around?
Yeah.
Not for long.
He's been on a few Joe Rogan episodes, hasn't he?
CIA. They're all coming through.
Yeah.
It's raps.
I think there's a
Netflix
documentary coming out.
Is there?
His friend, like, he's called like Jeremy something, and he's
I know his. Hang on.
He's like I think he's like a filmmaker or something, but he also like he's helped Bob Lazar like keep sane, you know, not from like going crazy, like the CIA coming after him and shit. And they've made this Netflix documentary. They've been on like Joe Rogan like multiple times because he's like a big like UFO fanatic, isn't he?
Jeremy Corbell.
Jeremy Corbell, that's it. Yeah. He talked about like. It was like element 115 or something.
The what's called the zombie element.
Yeah, it's like what's not on the well, no, it's on the periodic table, but we've been only able to create it, and it was so unstable that it was like a split second that it was actually like there. But these aliens or whatever had this element perfectly intact, perfectly working, and they could manipulate space and time and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, it's a
frightening.
big head.
I reckon there's some like mad stuff in.
The thing is though, those are things we know about. There's probably some other fucking like base camp in like some other desert somewhere or some underground.
There's probably
shit.
like a Wakanda city in like Africa. Can't lie.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like, there's definitely that.
No, there is definitely life somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
Like even like your meaning of life is like obviously different, but we're not the only people. Sure, like that can't be.
No.
Like,
There's fucking like hundreds of CIA like released videos of UFOs where they had to release them. Like, we don't know what this is.
Yeah. The Pentagon literally said, "Yeah, this is a UFO. We don't know what this is."
You guys deal with this now.
It's not our problem.
yeah. But no, it is really interesting, and he said that like when they like recruited him, he wasn't allowed to collaborate with other people. So like he wasn't like allowed. He had to live in this place. He wasn't allowed out. He wasn't allowed to like talk to anyone else because obviously they didn't want like people like communicating, like possibly gonna leak shit. But he was like, "Oh, I need to speak to people because when we get more ideas, because they're trying to reverse engineer this UFO." He was like, "We need to like collaborate so we can try and suss this out because he can't do it on his own." But they're like, "Nah, you're not allowed to speak to anyone." And he was like locked in his own little like laboratory or whatever.
Yeah.
He said it was like inside, it was extremely small, and he had to crawl to get in. So like there was no like control pad or anything. It was just like this room.
What?
And with this element in it, this like whatever it was. And then he said like it was perfect for, you know, the stereotypical alien. Where like big head, like just frail body, because they don't have to do anything. They can just like think and be like, move.
Left.
Yeah. So he said it was like really weak. He had to crawl to get in, like 3 foot. It was perfect, like little midget alien people.
Like Paul.
yeah, like Paul.
Imagine Paul just chilling.
She's like, "Yo, what's going on?"
I would really recommend like listening to those podcasts.
No, it is always interesting, like Joe Rogan stuff like that.
You got to be careful, haven't you? Of like, because there's always the crazy heads who are like,
take it too far.
Yeah. There's some people who you can sort of like spit out science words and like, okay, maybe he knows what he's talking about. But there's other people who just seem crazy, you know, like hippie, like
that's when you
dreads
know
and shit.
They're just doing psychedelics in a field next to Area 51, just chilling. They just see something. Write
that down.
Yeah, that'll Joe Rogan.
That's what they say about religion, though. In like old Greek like pots or whatever, they found traces of LSD.
Oh, I seen this the other day. Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
LSD.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So like the whole like Greek mythology thing is just them tripping the fuck out.
Yeah, and Christian beliefs as well. Apparently, that's all just psychedelics, mushrooms, stuff like that.
Trip.
The you know, like the burning bush.
Right.
Like, you know, some fucking crackpot scientist has come out that it's most likely that would have been an ayahuasca bush, which is like the shit. It's like DMT basically.
What? Just
So the whole like the story of the burning bush, goes down and right, hang on, don't worry.
It's
please.
gonna be interesting.
Yeah. It's just a Bible thing, isn't it? So he. Sees
Oh
this
no!
bush.
That's why we did this in primary or something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was
Not the DMT bit. We didn't do that in primary.
Right, burning
Yeah,
bush
some guy who
Bible.
tripped the fuck out and seen God.
in class, tripping balls.
We're gonna go on a field trip to the burning bush. Trip the fuck out.
Yeah.
So basically, so the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see the strange sight.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
So yeah, he's tripping. Basically, you can just put it all down to I was tripping balls,
Bin lorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if you can hear that.
Is it light enough as well?
It's alright, turn the lights up. It is quite interesting though how most religions are just people tripping out.
Yeah.
It's just people on drugs.
Yeah, it's an interesting one as well. Like personally, I'm not. I wouldn't say like I've been christened and all that. I think most people are. You don't really have a say in that when you're young. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't believe in it. I think it's just everyone's to their own. But
Yeah.
I just can't
Try
see
not to get cancelled. Yeah.
there being a god or anything like.
Would you not
for
find
me.
it comforting knowing like
Yeah,
everything
I think
happens
that's
for a
why
reason?
though that people
Yeah.
do sort
I think
of
it's one-
believe.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
definitely one of the main reasons. Like
Mhm.
I would say it gives a lot of people a purpose. But
Yeah.
personally,
religion was sort of like the original like law, because
Yeah.
like the Bible and the Quran and whatnot was like how to live a good life, how to live like
Yeah.
look after the community and whatnot, look after yourself, instead of people just being like disorganized doing the fuck they want. Like it sort of in a way
with order, yeah.
would have helped society evolve and then obviously develop laws and whatnot to keep themselves in check. But it was like the original law, someone tripping out and some guy speaking
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
Some guy off mushrooms somewhere. Just like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna go down.
Is there anything you guys like do believe in, sort of in that? Like, do you like reincarnation or anything like that?
The main thing I believe in is that we're in a simulation. I can't lie.
Fair. No, I'm with you on that.
I genuinely think we are.
We've got evidence to prove that.
Yeah.
And the likelihood of it only increases
Yeah,
as
exactly.
It's
technology
just weird when you
advances.
think about something and then it happens, or like you predict something.
Yeah.
It's just
like
like
deja vu and stuff.
yeah, like that is weird. I think as well, like believing in not religion but like spirits, that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty interesting.
Just ever think like if you're walking in a big city or like you're driving on a motorway, you think, how is there this many people?
Yeah.
Like there's so many other people, there's so many lives.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
go to a
it is
football match,
weird.
you go like
There's-
massive stadium.
Yeah, but there's so many
Yeah.
people that just have their own. They go to
Yeah,
have their
you're
own
not
job,
the main
Yeah.
character.
have their own family and shit.
Yeah.
Like, how is there so many other lives going on out there? You realize it's such a small world and like
Yeah,
you're such
yeah.
a, but like
They're all just MPs.
yeah, they're all they must be NPCs. You know, like the old video games where they just copy and paste
Yeah.
people. That's like a bit of a mindfuck. Another mindfuck is the book I'm reading in the minute. It's talking about time and how time is just like an illusion. It's like time itself is something like time on your watch. It's when we constructed like our
Yeah.
monkey brains to be able
Mhm.
to like
Keep
comprehend.
track of the day.
Yeah, exactly. But time, you can imagine it like is it space like a continuum? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, like you've got the one like
Yeah. So we imagine that the future hasn't happened yet. The present is the only thing that's happening right now. The past has happened, but everything's happening at the exact same time. The past, the present, and the future, all at the same time. And the way to imagine it is like you're on a train, and so you're going on this train track. You can't turn back. You can't change direction. You're just going along this train, and you can't hop off. You can't just stop the train because we can't stop. We can't manipulate time. We don't know how to. Maybe in the future we'll be able to, but that's what time is. It's like it's not like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It's
Yeah, it's
everything's happened at the exact
Yeah.
same time,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
which is really weird to think about. Which is sort of like I was thinking like, does that mean that fate's real? If we're on this like this continuum of everything's already happened, does that mean we're on like fate's real?
No.
Do you believe in fate?
No, I think I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you wouldn't agree with that?
No, I don't really know. It's hard to say, but I probably would.
To be fair, I do believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, like it's like going back to the simulation thing. Like everything happens, and then
the lizards have already programmed what's gonna happen.
the UFOs are already coming down for us.
Yeah. What another like an argument to that is like the multiverse. It's like scientists like have proved it where every action, regardless if like even like if a fly changes direction or something, that will create
Like
an
the butterfly
entirely
effect.
new like universe, entirely new like timeline, and it's sort of it's all like the butterfly effect as well. Making like a butterfly, apparently, like a butterfly's
Flaps its
wings
wings.
causes like a tsunami in another country because it changed like, the wind pattern, and it's just like a knock-on effect.
Just that one small thing.
So like it's like me deciding to cross a road when a car's coming or not. You know, am I gonna die or not? So many other things could happen from that.
Yeah.
So like
loads of factors.
Yeah. So we're only like
No,
one,
it's weird.
but we could be on one predetermined timeline. But like we don't know which one we're on.
Yeah, the whole idea of sort of like free will in itself, and the idea that you can make your own decisions always fucks with me, because
I don't think.
with the whole thing of everything happens for a reason, it's not my choice. I was supposed to do this, and if I make a decision that I wasn't supposed to do, I'm probably gonna make then go make
It's
a couple
like,
more that brings me back.
It's like when someone says you've got a big decision. I think you've already chosen. Like it's already been like
Decided.
It's already been decided.
like,
Yeah.
You're not making the choice. It's like
It's just coming
always
off.
Yeah,
set in stone, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, I agree.
that's fair.
That's where religions come in, because like
Yeah.
God's
Yeah.
their idea is God's planned this for me. God's
Yeah, people ask you for guidance as well.
yeah. Like God's already planned my whole life out for me. He's gonna give me what I deserve. You know.
And then they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
say.
yeah.
But where, say if you're not religious, then constantly, like deeply religious, constantly thinking about like what's
Out there.
Yeah, what's out there.
It's the fear of the unknown. When like talking about making big decisions, what is, if you have a difficult decision to make, what is your like method? What do you look?
Stick with your gut feeling.
Always
Yeah.
a gut
Don't
feeling.
don't overthink it.
The first like decision what comes into my head I stick with straight away.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think I'm
I
quite
never
similar.
Second guess. No
Damn.
regrets.
That's fair.
Because if you do second guess and it turns out worse, and you're like shit.
Yeah.
But then, and if it does turn out bad, and you think, oh, I should have done the other thing, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You made that decision.
That's what you're
and it was
thinking
your
straight
gut-
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was your gut feeling, so you just got to go for it.
Like that's you sort of thing. I think that's your brain
Your
sort of thinking.
instincts.
Your
and also,
your
if
own
you do have a big
instinct.
decision, I never tell anyone else about it.
Mm.
Because
Really?
other people's
Opinion.
Yeah, that will make
fuck
that
with
like
yours.
that
Yeah.
messes your decision making.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't like second guess. You don't have time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
true. What?
Especially a very big decision is usually going to be you got to choose now.
Yeah, pressure.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was, do you think that your emotions can fuck with you in that sense, though?
Oh yeah.
Like, if you're making it like,
Like if you're hot-headed, you make
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
decisions.
Mhm.
so like, do you ever check yourself to think, is this an emotional response or a logical response, or do you just go straight with fuck it, we ball, you know?
It is what it is.
It depends. If it's a big decision when I'm angry or something, I try not to
Yeah.
Make a rash decision.
Yeah, like rational. Yeah.
Mhm.
But most of the time, it's just like it fucking is what it is. You know what I mean? Just
Fair.
get on with it.
Yeah.
The whole emotional decision thing again in the book I'm reading again. He said that even a rational decision is not completely unemotional. It's not completely logical because there's always some form of emotion motivating that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
100%.
tend like it's nice to think that you can make logical decisions and you can try and like think of the whole picture, but we're very distorted in our perceptions
Yeah.
from the whole lives. So there's always some deep, even if we don't realize it, there's always some deep-rooted emotion that influences the decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Even if I base it logically, there's always like, oh, I want the best to happen of this. So that's an emotion. You want something like the best thing possible to happen. So that's like a desire. So
Yeah.
there's still some emotion behind that. You're not like a robot. Like
yeah.
Just straight off.
yeah.
Yeah.
If X happens, Y happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about that then?
Well, like, there's a saying that you should never make a decision when you're sad, and you should never make a promise when you're happy.
Yeah.
I think I overthink a lot of decisions.
Yeah.
So easily, like it's really
Yeah, yeah.
bad because it's
It's
just
easy
sort of it's trying to get the best possible outcome every time.
I do think a lot of people overthink, and even if they say they don't, I would say
Yeah,
it's still in your
everyone-
mind,
Yeah, yeah,
clocking over.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
shit,
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
%.
Like,
make an emotional decision, like you just said, then like when you're sad and say you make a poor decision, like that's when it's wrong. That's when you don't want to be just going, yeah, that's it. Then we'll just do that. If you just like level-headed, it's just like a normal decision, I would say, and it's even if something little like deciding what to do, or that's like an alright rational decision. But I would say when emotion comes into play, like if you're sad or if you're angry and you make a decision, like if you're angry and you just start scrapping someone, then that's not a great decision.
I think most of the time you're also like taking the consequences about what your decision. Like.
Yeah, it's easy to like play out every like possible scenario that could happen. Like it's sort of it's a defense mechanism of the brain, because it's like your brain wants to protect itself.
Yeah, the
ego. Your purpose is to survive. It's like, to be able to carry on the species. So your brain naturally wants to like survival is number one. So it will play out all these different scenarios. Like the worst scenario, because if the worst happens, then you're prepared for it.
Yeah.
That's why like people struggle with anxiety, because it's just a natural defense mechanism of the brain, but it's different now because it's like it's not like is some saber-toothed tiger gonna jump at me from this bush. Like so, like back in that day, you would assume the worst and you run, or you would like, or exactly. But the thing now is like, is my coworker chatting shit about me? Like, that is the sort of like decision now. And that's when you get the anxiety. But like, when you
just think the worst.
But like, it's not the same. It's not like it's not like life or death. Nowadays, there's no, am I gonna get eaten alive? Is someone chatting shit about me?
Is someone gonna like put me on TikTok and slide?
It's like that trend though, where like you say, "Why don't you worry?" and then it like zooms out. It's like your city, and it zooms all the way out.
I like that though.
That is how small that you are.
Insignificant.
Yeah, you are so insignificant.
Yeah, guys, you're worth nothing. Don't worry.
Don't have dreams.
One of the things you guys wanted to talk about was because we've all got like divorced parents.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's go,
It's our
boys.
specialist subject.
It's always a funny topic.
This is the only one that we could come up with. We were thinking of topic. Trying not to get cancelled.
I made like a pros and cons list, and it was like pros, like two of everything.
I don't
Like
want
two
to
birthdays, two
Two of
Christmases,
everything.
two Christmas dinners.
Man, that's such a bullshit sort of like.
I'm totally with you on that.
I hate that.
I hate it.
Like,
Really?
Yeah, like because growing up,
Thing is, when were your parents divorced?
So my parents have actually only recently finalized the divorce, but they split when I was 5. So I spent like 13 years having two of everything. So it's like growing up, like I say I'm growing up very working class, which means that I haven't been able to have two of everything most of the time. Which means when I have to go between houses and see people, I have to take every fucking thing I need with me. So I'm constantly packing all my shit up, going. It's like, and then it's so awkward having two things, because the way my family split is Christmas at my mum's would be all my siblings and like my mum, and then Christmas with my dad would just be like me and my brother, or just me and him.
Same.
And it's like, they're both fine, but I'd rather have them together.
Civil,
And there's awkward between them, and it's bro.
And you've got to be the middleman.
Oh my god, that is the worst. Do your parents chat shit about each other?
Oh yeah. My mum won't shut up. I have to defend him most of the time. I'm like, shut up, woman. Like, he literally raised me with you.
Yeah, you decided to marry him. No, mine are pretty civil. Mine get along. Recently, I had my sister's graduation down in Cardiff.
Nice.
And we, she's going to be watching this. I told her to watch it. And we all drove down in the same car. So I was like, but to be fair, like, my dad will just have a laugh, and my mum will get. Like, that's good. They are quite civil. They get on along. We had a good time. It was pretty funny.
Okay.
But obviously, I see what you mean when you said like you want them to be together, but I think that's a bit. I don't know. Personally, it's a bit of a difficult one, because obviously they don't want to be together.
No, yeah.
Like in an ideal world.
That's.
I see what you mean, but
if
I think
all things was good,
I
then
think it would be weird though now having parents together.
100%.
Because we've grown up without it. You wouldn't know how to act.
Yeah.
When did yours split up, Lou?
When I was very young, I was like, so I didn't even like remember it.
Yeah,
I was a baby.
I was like 4.
So it's always been that way for me.
Yeah,
So-
I think I'm probably the latest. Then I know legally you're the latest.
Yeah. When were you?
like 9, 10, like year 6. I think.
Oh,
Oh, damn, that's
okay.
a fucked
yeah,
up
year,
age.
year 6 was like
Yeah.
going into high school.
'Cause you're sort of like old enough now to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
So you can like you see it all.
Now my main worries was like playing PlayStation with Luke, to be honest. that was it really.
That's
Xbox
right.
and
It
PlayStation.
was like literally every day after school, you're at your dad's, please.
Yeah, well, not be dad's this weekend.
Damn it, no
Can't get on
Fortnite
yeah,
tonight.
can't get on FIFA tonight.
Yeah.
Wait till next weekend.
Yeah, one of the cons the only con I put on the list was divorced parents.
Yeah.
That's just a con in itself.
I think people with divorced parents are objectively cooler and more,
No, yeah.
much
Yeah.
more chiller than people
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
parents.
Yeah.
I think you should mature like
Yeah.
quickly, yeah, because
The
Yeah,
trauma.
faster.
Quickly, yeah.
Because it's sort of like
Talk about
that's like one of the first ways of knowing that the world's no sunshine and rainbows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly
that's
that.
your first lesson.
It's not a perfect world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and at like a young age, obviously for you, I was a bit older. Obviously, still quite young, but like I probably struggle. You probably struggle a lot more
Mhm.
like at that age as well,
Mhm.
because it would be a confusing as well. Like imagine losing a parent as well at that age.
That's fucked.
Like you wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't,
would
yeah, you wouldn't know what
Nah.
like.
You're trying to think like why don't they get on? Like we've had these years that they
Mhm.
do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking, because you're not at that point of emotional maturity where you
that's what-
understand like relationships and all that sort of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
You've never been in that situation, so you don't like.
No.
You just think it's all swimming and all perfect, don't you? But
Yeah.
because you don't get it yet, I think that's probably the hardest part at a younger age.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like. No, it's very easy to just be like, oh yeah, blanket it as no one likes having divorced parents. But that's a good, I've never like properly thought about it like
yeah,
that. Damn.
that's just that's how I see it, sort of thing.
It's also like if you've seen your parents argue as well, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah.
like just sitting there like.
Why? What's going on? Like,
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah.
With my mum and dad, they don't. Well, my dad won't acknowledge my mum.
Right.
My mum's pretty chill.
Yeah, your mum's sound. Yeah.
Big up,
Thanks.
Emma.
Big up Emma, thanks
Yeah.
Emma. In her living room.
Yeah.
Still doing a location. the secret.
Yeah, you doxed him.
The secret BUP location that no one knows about.
HQ.
But yet also traveling like between two houses is always pretty
it's
fucked.
horrible.
Now
Especially when they live far apart as well.
are your
That-
parents
yeah,
like far
that's-
apart.
Yeah,
Like-
my dad's in like Wrexham.
Other side of
and-
Wrexham.
Yeah.
That's-
So it's just, it's not the worst.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's just
Awkward.
annoying.
I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
before you could drive, and before
Oh.
I could drive,
Hmm.
that's the worst bit about it.
Yeah.
Like not having the freedom. Like other side of Wrexham doesn't sound too far now, but I would say at a younger age,
Yeah.
getting shipped about like your mum
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to take you
No.
and see your dad, does he?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
vice versa as well. I think that's what the thing about it
And it's
is.
better now that we can drive because I can just see my dad whenever I want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, you
I
can
used to
pick
just
and
go
choose,
after
like,
school or
locations.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty chill about that. Like when you're younger, obviously it's more regimented
Yeah, like
because
when
you're
I-
a kid.
Through school, I'd have like every other weekend with my dad and then
Yeah.
see him every Wednesday.
Okay.
But now it's just like, Mom, I'll go.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
See you in a
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Fair.
I do what you were saying before though about Christmas. I agree with. I don't know about these two, but I agree with. I think that was like a comforting thing for like I know my grandparents and that like you get 2 Christmases, you get
Yeah.
more presents. Like you do get 2 dinners and like the comparison thing as well. Like whose is better?
Oh.
How much
It's
did they give you? What
Always
did they
fucking
get you?
competition.
It's always like. For me, it's mainly like the people outside. Like it's
Mm.
not between my mum and dad. It's like the families. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a comparison. Like
Really?
trying to battle like who's better. But
To be fair, I always preferred having 2. But like I never had that. Like you just have the competition kind of thing. I never had that.
really, right?
Which is good. That's what you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it because it was like I get to see one family one day and then next my the other side of the family the other day. So it was chill for me.
It's always the switch up as well. Like we change it about like one year, a bit my dad's for Christmas Eve or
Okay.
like obviously when you're younger that means
Mhm.
more like now like, I don't give a shit about Christmas
Yeah.
really. Like it's
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where I am sort of thing. Like,
Mhm.
when I'm younger, like it was nice switching it up, having that
Okay.
experience with
Yeah.
both parents.
Yeah, like Christmas Day.
Yeah, different years.
Mhm.
Yeah, waking up with at my dad's or waking up at my mum's. Like
Mhm.
I feel like you appreciate that more as a kid. But
Mhm.
I think as well with your parents being divorced, I think you almost become closer with each parent,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Because you're spending more
Like-
time with that one person.
Yeah, because like I feel like my dad tells me more than he
Mm.
would if he was still with my mum, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I know so much more about his life than I think I would if.
Yeah.
Steve is a top
Yeah.
top genius.
Yeah,
That's one way to get cancelled.
Jesus Christ. That man's been married 5 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
5 times.
He's
Beast.
the slut.
That's a lot of fucking money though. 5 full
No,
weddings.
but I think the only actual wedding he's had was with my mum. I think the other ones have been like, and it's just
Very
like
good.
Like the register office kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Do you guys want a big wedding?
I don't want a big wedding. I want a big honeymoon.
Fair. Yeah.
Yes.
Smaller wedding. Fat
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah. Go for like 2 months or something, just some like
Yeah.
5-star hotel.
Bit controversial. I don't know if I do want to get married,
Me neither. I don't know.
but I feel like
I don't think I do either.
like my auntie and uncle, they live together. They got kids. They're not married.
Yeah,
Mm.
it
Yeah.
is just a label and for tax purposes, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of like a government thing, I would say.
Yeah, I
Like-
agree.
I would say it's nice. You know, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
I think the
dunno.
main reason putting me off it is if like my wife fully snaked me or something.
Yeah.
That's getting half my money.
I hear you a lot like
yeah.
bad
What's
stories
going
about
on
that.
here?
Can't even see their kids anymore. Like the wife's got
Yeah.
full custody.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fucked
because I think people who have divorced parents have a different view on marriage. That's just like my
up. Oh yeah, true.
idea because your idea of marriage is your parents' marriage. Like I joke
Yeah.
about it, and
Mm.
obviously like I wouldn't let their marriage affect my life, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you do sort of have that thing like it does happen.
Mhm.
Like divorce
Yeah.
does happen,
Yeah.
and I feel like people without divorced parents who are still married, like they've grown up their whole life. It's all happy. It's all lovey-dovey. Like
yeah, they haven't seen the real world.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
yeah.
They've not grown up
Yeah.
around, and their idea of marriage, I would say, is a lot different to
Yeah.
what
It's like,
ours would be.
Do you remember in French, Mr. Clark would always be like to me and Matt, "Don't get married, lads."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he just tells how he like hates his life.
Oh, yeah, but he's a
Like
fucking
I've got like 2
nonce.
kids, I can't be arsed.
Mrs. watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Mr.
His
Clark.
kid grows
fuck
up.
Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark's a bitch, and he owes me a
Whoa!
fine. Yeah, like, Mr. Clark is an actual like. Get him on the undercard.
Talk to the camera. Talk
Yeah.
to the camera.
Come on, bitch.
Call him out.
Time and a place. Alright.
You do nothing.
Like no, you'd always have there are videos of it where you have like Lowry and shit like sitting
Oh,
on his
no.
on his knee. Like how are you having a 13-year-old girl like bouncing on your knee? Like
We're gonna edit this out.
no. I want this
I
in.
don't know what the limit is.
I want Mr. Clark to see this, alright, and know that it's on site.
cringing.
Also, that fucking FIFA tournament that he did, where I was like, yeah, give me a fire and you'll do it, and he never fucking did it. He did
That
too.
never played out, did
Yeah,
it?
he did too. There was the first one he did, like the Pez tournament, right? Came third in that, I'll take that. I got a little trophy. But yeah, then the second one. So he still got my fucking $5, and there's no way he donated that to
Robin
charity.
bastard.
Yeah, bro, that went
No.
straight in his
He
pocket.
probably
Knock on his door
bought
right
some
now.
heroin or something.
Yeah, bro. Ugh.
He was always dead tight with it as well. If you wanted to go in at lunchtime and have a game of FIFA. it was
Yeah,
always
oh, 'cause
like-
you that was
I
his
bring it
prized
in.
possession, his little fucking
I'm
PlayStation.
glad I never got taught by him or anything.
Yeah, so
me and
fuck
Louis,
you.
I had him for quite a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who I seen the other day? I don't know. Are we allowed to name drop teachers?
Yeah, yeah.
We've named a few teachers before, I think.
Well, he's not a teacher anymore. Mr. Roddy. Do you remember Mr. Roddy?
nah,
but-
he's
Isn't he,
also
like,
a
in
bitch.
Even I thought he like moved to France or something, or
Nah,
some
he's
other
just chilling.
country.
He was in the glass for him. He was having a
Beast.
pint. He walks back and was like, did I put it in the French chat? I think
I think you might. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you pointing out. Yeah.
And we just sort of like locked eyes, and then he was just like, awkward. You alright? And I was just like, oh no, really.
Fuck off.
I don't want to speak to you. I really don't.
Going
Is he
back,
the one with the massive nose?
Yeah, bald head.
Yeah, big
Proper
bald dude.
big fella. Like, not like fat, but like.
yeah.
He used to hate me.
Yeah, he was an arsehole
Yeah.
for
Do
real.
you remember him and
Miss Leach. Do you remember Miss Leach?
Miss Leach was
Leach.
goated.
What?
Right, I've got a class story about Miss Leach. I had my appendix done.
Oh,
I had it taken out.
I forgot
Yeah, yeah.
about like that shit.
So I was off for, let's say, quite
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
weeks, whatever, and then I went back in with infection, and then I think it was hot because it was like summertime, and I somehow got a tan. I tan quite easily, I would say. And I went back in, and
Can't
she
relate.
goes, "Where have you been on holiday? Well, you've missed out on French and all this." And I said to her, I was like, "Oh, I've had my appendix out." And then she just went like bright red. And like it's the first time I seen her show any emotion. She was like felt really bad. She was like apologising to me and to my mum and that. She sat me at the back because it was like dead hot. She gave me like 2 fans. She never asked me like any questions in French ever. She's horrible to everyone else, and everyone always says how much they hate her.
Fuck that bitch. Man.
She was class. I loved her.
Damn, I forgot about your appendix. Do you remember when we went to Bryncork to try and teach that German thing, and you bailed because your appendix is like, fuck. I forgot all about that. So in like German,
did you?
Like no, we did the taster one in.
Like
a taster option or something.
Yeah, it was like year 9.
Year 9
like one lesson a week.
Yeah.
We had to make this PowerPoint and go teach these kids like some fairy tale story in German. And did we even make a PowerPoint?
Me and you didn't know.
No. We were in a group with someone. Who were we in a group with?
I remember Ethan.
Yeah. Was Rashika there?
Yeah, Rashika. I think Lowry did it. I think it was me, you, and Lowry. I think.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to ring a bell.
Yeah, and we just didn't. Because I remember Miss Shuttler trying to like get us to perform it, and we were just like, we don't really have anything.
No, we gave them like.
We just freestyled it, and the kids they were
Yeah.
buzzing. We didn't do anything with them, and then I was just like, I don't feel well here.
Yeah,
like,
you went white.
I was just mudded. Just went home, and that's a funny story about that with my dad actually. I went home and he's like the most chill, and then he was just like, you'll be alright. And then I went to my nan's. I was like, I don't feel good here. Went home. I was actually like facing backwards over the sofa, like curled over the sofa like that. I was like, I'm not in a good way. Went to sleep. Woke up in the morning and just like projectile vomiting everywhere. My mum came home and went to hospital. Yeah, it was good.
I remember it was where was it? We went in year 9 for that school trip. That place in
Glanflyn.
Norovirus. Yeah. Did you go?
No, Glanflyn. I don't think you went.
Oh, you missed out.
Glad that was
There
rough.
was like an ambulance there and everything.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
because I left a day early so I could go to a festival in London.
Yes, that's it.
And I had to miss half of it because I was just like, I was so fucking ill.
Yeah, it was norovirus, which is like a winter virus. And what they said was loads of kids, like primary school kids, had been there before us and they were ill. And they just decided not to clean it.
What we thought
it wasn't
was
cleaned properly.
Because what was quite funny was Guy had a for some reason in his bag an old can of spaghetti hoops that was expired, and Finn had a knife on him, and we put it on the top.
Of
like,
course, Finn always
has a knife on him, right? And we were just like, should we just open it? And like Finn just got his knife and just went, cut it open, and we left it on the top of like the shelving thing. And the day after was when everyone felt ill.
Yeah.
So we were like, it must have been the spaghetti hoops that have spread it. Cause I remember being in the shower, and I had like just got out, so I was getting changed to dry myself off. I remember like someone was banging on the door like, Finn's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
And they were just sick in the bin. I was like, I'm not getting out of the bathroom, mate. I'm naked right now. I'm not walking out.
No, I just got up in the middle of the night and I was like, when you just know you're gonna be sick, and I said, I'm gonna be sick here, and I was in like a room with Kean and George, and Kean was going, nah, you'll be sound. I just throw it up and Dr. Yassi comes in.
He was the whole time he was wearing like skin tight, like
Dr. Yassi,
employed by the Allen.
What a man!
Because they isolated everyone, didn't they? They quarantined everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone who was ill was like stuck in this big like conference room.
Oh shit!
Whilst everyone was like being escorted home early.
Damn.
And all like the healthy, normal individuals.
It got
get on the bus.
It got like shut down temporarily, and it
It's
had to
been
be
closed
like
down permanently.
deep clean. Like it was all over the news. I was like, I had that. That was me.
Wait, you had to go because of your appendix as well? Because you like left. Did you leave an ambulance or something?
No, an ambulance came only because I'd had my appendix recently done. So they weren't sure if I was supposed to go on the trip, and we weren't sure either.
Shit.
So I could have avoided that.
Yeah,
I could have not, but we paid. I was like, it's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
So I did all the activities, but obviously it hurt. But then throwing up, and then I've still got the pain from like the operation. So I'm throwing up, and I'm like thinking my stomach's gonna burst open. So then one of the hearing aid support teachers, she was like looking after me, and then she called the ambulance. But I was sound. I was like, I don't want an ambulance. I was like, I'm just in like really bad pain here. I was just like,
do you remember Kai got kicked out early?
Yeah, because he was smoking, wasn't he?
No, he was smoking, and then Ethan like told the teachers on him, and he was trying to beat up Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
And he was
I
like
forgot
walking
about
around like, where the fuck is he? And then he got sent home early.
Ethan Underwood.
Yeah.
He was like trying to beat him up.
That's a bit thing.
Do you remember?
He was in the same room as him because it was Reece Davies.
that. Oh yeah, that was
Ethan
the one
Underwood
I
and
room, wasn't it?
Everyone just moved to the side.
The extras.
The NPC.
Yeah, the NPC.
We've got a great story about Kai.
Go on.
Oh, and man.
In maths, he knows straight away.
Shut up, Kai.
Kaz beast.
Don't attack us, please. Don't come after us. Because he had like smoker's lungs at like year 10, didn't he?
Yeah.
He used to cough up like a lot of phlegm.
Ooh.
And he used to sit in the back in maths. It happened twice, didn't it?
Yeah.
He nearly died in maths. I'm not even joking. He went blue. Like he started
Literally.
coughing.
Fuck.
He was like choking on his
Yeah.
own spit, going.
And he'd go, Miss, I'm sound. And he was like red, purple, blue.
Yeah.
And then Miss was laughing. She was like laughing. Oh, you Kai, you'll be all right. and then her face dropped. She's like, Kai, are you all right?
What's he saying, like?
And then Luke got moved away from us, but it was like me, Cass, Cody. Just sat there, just pissed ourselves. Look across at him, he's dying. We're like, someone should help him, really. nah, that's quite funny. Let this play out. But yeah, he was
Fucking
alright.
hell.
But he was like, I've just choked on my own spit. And we're like, yeah, you have it. He was like,
Damn.
it was quite good though. It just went blue. And it happened again a couple of weeks later. Missed this time straight over.
She was on the club on it, ready
She
for
would've
it this
sacked.
time. Yeah.
Imagine having the death of like a pupil on your arm.
Fucking hell. And you were
Yeah,
like
it's own fault.
laughing.
Yeah, you
we
guys
all
are
just sat there
pissing yourselves.
ourselves. He
We
just
could have helped, but
Could have, would have, should have. It'd be interesting to see in like 20, 30 years time. Now that we just had a results day, how everyone like turns out.
like a reunion.
Yeah, school reunion.
Yeah.
At Rosie's.
Yeah, do we have like school reunions in the UK? I feel like that's like an
I don't know.
American thing.
I think
we'll have a Rosie's reunion when we're like 50.
do we not like Rosie's?
No.
This is a
Fuck
topic we
Rosie's.
came up with. Rosie's versus
Rosie's
Cruise.
versus
I don't know if you've
Cruise.
been to
I've
Cruise.
never been to Cruise.
I've never been to
Appa-
Cruise.
Apparently, it's the place you go if you want to fight. Like, apparently, it's shit.
Cruise is a bit. The tunes are better than Rosie's.
Yeah, there's.
Okay.
You've got like I think it's like an 80s and disco floor at the top. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. And then you've got like the second floor, which is like the modern. There's a lot of like hip hop rap, I would say, but there is like the normal tunes that are on now. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
I've always said
Lizzo.
I prefer it because I've never had a good experience in Rosie's. The first time I went
Okay.
to Rosie's,
Great.
Will Lewis on here, shout out Will, got
man.
touched up like aggressively by some middle-aged woman. Like I wouldn't even say MILF because she wasn't.
Oh.
Don't know how she was in there. And I'd only been in there like
Yeah.
the first time I've been out clubbing. I was just like, oh, I want to go
Yeah,
home.
yeah, Chester isn't the night out.
Just-
Isn't the
just
place
wa-
to be.
No.
It's just, everyone goes there just because it's near here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a rite of passage to go
We
to
were all
Rosie's,
Yeah.
meant
isn't
to.
it?
We were all meant to go Liverpool for the results day thing, but trains have gone strike.
Yeah,
Have
we
they?
might
Again?
be all right because now it's not Mersey Rail, but obviously everyone's bought their tickets.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
I mean, it's only £4. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, I think train tickets. Oh, you weren't there with the bottle guy, were you, in Chester?
No, he's had a bad experience.
We had a
Wow.
class experience. We had a great experience. This was after Cruise, actually.
I was on holiday, so.
Yeah, that was it. It was Owen George's birthday. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
great birthday present.
Oh, I think I remember seeing your
Yeah.
stories. Yeah.
And then we were just sitting like down by Rosie's at the crossroads that way, like Northgate Street, I think it is. And then we just hear like this commotion like going on. These two guys and these two girls, and he's like having a go at them. And he was saying that they should have sex with him, right? And he was like, yeah, it gets proper deep. He was like, you have to have sex with me on all this. Like we're just like,
Wait, this was Owen George?
no. Just incriminating Owen on the podcast. No, we're just chilling on these benches, and
Okay.
just these guys, like, random people.
Okay.
And then Will Lewis goes, like, they come past us, and Will goes, "Why are you shouting at them girls?" Like, we were all drunk, so sober we wouldn't have done anything. It's not our business, like, sort of thing.
Will Lewis saving the day.
Yeah. And this guy goes red. Like, I've never seen someone switch so quick. And it turns out he is in the army. And he comes over and he goes, he's like, I'm going to go at Will, grabbing him and stuff. And he goes, I've done 2 tours of Afghanistan and all this. When he hadn't, like, we found out later on he hadn't.
Oh shit.
Him and Will start scrapping. Like, they're going on. Me and Alex are like, all the others like throwing up. Me and Alex are like the only ones like mildly sober.
Yeah.
We're like trying to break it up, but like it's just not happening. Him and Will go to the floor, and then he had a bottle in his hand. He was carrying a beer bottle and he was drinking a beer bottle. Him and Will go to the floor, smash, and then I was like, because we were laughing, and that's when it got like serious. Like this guy's got this bottle end, swinging it about. Like Will could have had like his neck stabbed or anything.
Fuck.
So we got Will up, and then we just told him to run, and then obviously it's all on camera in Chester, like wherever you go, is CCTV, which is what we didn't realise. And then the police car comes down the road, and as we're running away, I was just like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This guy's like swinging at us with a bottleneck, so we just run up the road. Owen's like throwing up, running away, throwing up. Like, come on, Owen. Police car comes, he gets arrested, and then we were there till about 5 in the morning, like giving statements and stuff to the police.
Fuck.
But his court date was start of July, and that's when we were going on holiday. So I think he's been done. They said they were going to thingy us, but I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just mad. It was just like, didn't think it would happen to us. Like some guys, like,
Fuck.
trying to stab us all.
Typical.
On his
Psycho.
birthday as well. That's the best bit. He's running away.
Birthday present.
Typical Rosie's night, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, it was class.
Yeah, Rosie's isn't the one. It's just like there's the first floor is shit. It's just like Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Second floor,
Dick
it's,
and Dom floor.
Yeah. Second floor, it's just like TikTok songs that like some like 50-year-old DJ thinks these are young people.
Yeah.
They most like this music, and then you like mix it, crossfade it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the third floor is just like it's like the hip hop one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
But it's just like it's always like people in Paris. That song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always on.
And then
like,
is it Skep there? It's like,
yeah.
Waste man. And then it just
That's
into
not me, yeah.
intoxicated. Dum.
Yeah.
So it's just
That is
it's
the
all
thing.
the same.
It's all the music, like same with Cruise as well. Like the music, we went in there the other night, Monday, and it was just like
Matt didn't make it past 2 o'clock.
When was it? Oh,
On
Monday.
cruise, yeah.
What were you like pissed or you went home?
It's just pissed.
Beast.
Problem with me, right? I go out and I either don't drink.
Yeah, or
You go all the
Oh,
way.
okay. Yeah.
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 I hope
Gotta
no one
respect
watches
it.
this.
Part 2 tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
tonight.
Are you gonna-
results?
Are you going out, Chester?
No, I don't think so. I don't have the money to fucking go. I'm
You-
broke.
We were talking about this before. You said you only had £4, whatever. £3 to get into Rosie's.
£3.
True.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just take a flask with you. Fill it up with strawberry daiquiri.
Another way to get there and back though.
Finn.
Yeah.
Finn is prime taxi. Jared.
Finn is prime taxi. And the best part about it is it's free most of the time. Actually, no, 100% of the time I've never paid Finn, and I'm never paying Finn. This is my on the record.
I might go out tonight. I don't know. Maybe.
We just planned to go out for a while, haven't we? Results.
Yeah.
We said.
Did you have to buy a ticket though? You said it before.
Yeah, no, it's all on
Fat
some app.
Zuma.
Fat Zuma.
Fat
yeah.
It's actually cheaper though.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
a normal night. It's normally like £6.
Yeah,
Just
even
like
on a
bring your
student-
A-level results with you. Look,
I don't know. I think there might be something.
Yeah.
I know like Nando's.
Yeah, I was going
did
to say,
it.
don't I just do like a free chicken?
I might
Hey.
go later for me tea or something. Just
Yeah.
take me
Should we
results.
have Nando's after this?
Yeah, I'm up for that. I think they did it last year. I think you just have to take it with you. Like
Yeah,
they don't have to inspect your results.
Yeah,
you just say
yeah.
like, and you get so much free chicken or something.
Damn. Yeah,
It's a good idea.
Let's Google see if they got it. See what they're saying.
Oh, we're gonna get them.
Go on.
Yeah, but the Rosies, like you were saying, I think it's about £5, £6 to get in normally.
I think I
What
paid
is-
like £9 one night.
Yeah, that's like Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't get to go out a lot on Friday, Saturdays, but
I think it
Wednesday.
also increases in price after a certain time. doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh
You're in
yeah.
there for
The thing is, though,
ages.
no one like if you go at 10 o'clock, it's just like nonsense.
yeah,
Yeah.
and women that touch you up.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone always goes. It's always the plan is always Weatherspoons
get smashed.
get smashed of cheap
Yeah.
drinks,
And then go Rosie's.
and then go Roses at like
Yeah.
11, 12-ish.
We have started to switch it up a bit though now, like go to some bars, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Expensive.
Popcorn.
Oh my
mate.
god.
Oh yeah, popcorn's expensive.
Bought 2 double vodka cokes once.
Mm-hmm.
It came to like £17.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chester isn't the place to be. I do really want to go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I want to go.
I want to go. I would like to go to
I
like.
want to go Newcastle for a night out.
It does. Newcastle does seem.
Is it good there?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to like a
Fucking
proper like
track, though.
rave, like Warehouse Project or something, or just like an
Yeah.
underground
Right.
rave.
Yeah, raves seem cool.
Illegal rave somewhere.
Have you been out in Liverpool?
No.
It's a good night
Is
out.
it?
You want to go Thursday night's the best night for it because there's the shit indie disco, and it's an electric warehouse and it's just
Oh
like
shit.
That's what we were gonna do
it's
tonight.
packed, and you can like walk in with signs and stuff and they take pictures of you. And you just
Oh,
walk up.
nice.
Everyone's got like it was like when there was like a Liverpool sign or something, and everyone was like "fuck Everton" and shit on their sign, walking around with it. It was class.
Yeah, when I went to Lyon when I was in France, went to like some like underground techno club.
Nice.
That was fucking sick. It was everyone. It was a pretty small room, but everyone was just like, everyone was off their face,
Right.
and it was sick. I didn't get back till like 6 a.m.
With your travelling then, did you just book like a one-way flight?
I booked a
Or-
one-way flight to Paris, but I had my flight home booked, but it wasn't like a return. It wasn't like a. I didn't book them together.
Right.
I just booked it later on.
So you knew like sort of how long?
Yeah, I had,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had like a specific date when I was coming back.
Was it a few weeks then?
Yeah, it was just under a month.
Under a month. That's a long
It was fucking sick.
time. Yeah.
It was fucking sick.
Did you spend?
Yeah. Fucking.
Because people think it's gonna be cheap. That's
To be honest, it would have been way cheaper if I couch surfed more, because couch surfing you don't pay for a thing.
yeah.
That
That Simon Wills guy, he's from Wrexham. He's like a YouTuber. He's got like 1 million subscribers, something like that. He does that. Like he tries to go to New York on £1 and stuff like
Oh.
that.
yeah.
And he does a lot of couch surfing.
It is possible, but like I was also eating out every day. I was going to restaurants like every day. Like when I met Matt Anthony, he was like, oh yeah, because he had been interrailing in Europe, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm living off like baguette and salami a day. And I was like, I'm
Chris
not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was
Having
fine
caviar
dining,
every
fine
day.
dining.
That's what we were like. Just
Yeah.
I didn't want to look at my my bank statement, but like Monzo, when I like left France, it was like, oh, welcome back to the UK. Here's how much you spent in France, and it was like almost £1,000. Yeah. But to be fair, I had spent like the cheapest, because when I went to Cannes for the festival, the cheapest hotel I could find was like 350 quid
Really?
for like I think it was like 3 nights.
Oh my.
But it's still 350
Yeah.
quid.
That's like a third of the money
Yeah,
that you
true.
spend.
Yeah.
And I had spent that whilst I was out there, because I hadn't actually booked the hotel before I went.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to do this quick, you know, before
Yeah.
like I can't get anywhere.
It's
And
like
it
a
was probably
month's
went up
wages.
because of the festival as well.
Oh yeah, they always
100%.
do.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like I know when people have gone to like Park Life and stuff in Manchester.
yeah.
Like,
I know you stayed in some
Yeah, I
council house.
just go on
but-
Airbnb. It's
Yeah.
Someone's like council flat. They got a spare room for like 50 quid. It's like, go on.
Yeah.
People like like when I went for the graduation in
Mhm.
Cardiff, the only thing left was a Premier Inn. It was like 2 rooms left. Everything was booked
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And it was like £155 for one night for 2 people. £80 a person. That's what you're battling
Fuck.
with stuff like that. Just bumping up prices.
Yeah,
'cause they can.
Yeah, literally because they can, and they're just gonna.
Rinse you
just
for
gonna rinse you.
every penny
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck that shit, man.
We've been going for around 20. So
Damn,
you guys want
fucking hell.
to finish
Hour
that there?
20.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Oh, you got a haircut?
12:30.
Oh, that sound, yeah.
Chilling.
Sweet.
Spoon's breakfast.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys for coming
man.
on. Hopefully you enjoyed this
Yeah,
episode.
thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you for having us. It's always
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Even though we
was
didn't know what we want to talk
That
about.
was actually good.
Just
Yeah.
waffling
Yeah,
about
yeah,
random
yeah.
stuff.
Cheers for watching, guys. We'll
Yeah.
see you next
Episode
episode.
3.
Good.
Peace.
Cheers, boys.
See you later.